Hello and welcome to video number 2 on supplies. So the first thing I want you to think about is the space that you want to do this. Honestly, all you need is a little corner of your home with a table and a chair, and then you're ready to go. I cover my table with a plastic tablecloth that I buy at the dollar store, and until you get a hole in it, you can just keep reusing it. You're also going to need a pallet, and I use these plastic disposable plates. So and this is a dinner plate size, so you have lots of space to put your paint and mix your colors. You also need a plastic cup with water in it. It's acrylic paint we'll be using, so it's water-based, so you'll need something that you can put some water in. I reuse these all the time as well. Also, you will want to have a couple of paper towels handy so that you can wipe off your brushes as we go along. And brushes. So the brushes that I use are called flat and round. So I use a larger size flat and then a smaller flat. Flat just means the bristles go across the top and straight across. And then I use a round brush. This is a fairly small round brush, and these we use for more detail in some of the paintings that we are doing. So that's essentially what you need for brushes. In terms of paint, I use Liquitex Basics because it's a very inexpensive yet good quality paint, but any acrylic paint will do. And I would get yourself a variety of colors. So all the basic colors, white, black, brown, red, blue, green, colors that you like, because again, when I'm suggesting color in a painting, if you want to use a different color, then I encourage you to do that. So get some colors. You can get them in this too, but you can also get them in a 500 milliliter bucket, for lack of a better word, with a screw cap on it. And you can also get paint in larger jugs. It just depends on how much you're going to do. One of the things I'm going to be showing you in the third video is how to do your own fluid acrylic pour background. This takes a little bit more paint than when we paint an image on top. So you may want to look at getting yourself fairly good sized jugs of paint. You can order them online through Amazon, Michael's, Dick Blick. So there's a variety of sources that you can get your paints from very inexpensively. So the canvas size, this canvas size is 11 inches by 14 inches. We work in 12 by 16, 16 by 20. I wouldn't go any smaller than 11 by 14. It just helps when we're doing the imagery that I have, if you have at least 11 by 14. If you want a round canvas, you can do that too. So you decide what's going to work for you for canvas. I do use easels in my classes. They're just disposable fold-up easels. But if you don't have one, that's fine too. And a lot of people prefer to put the canvas on the table or prop it up slightly. So whatever works for you. As well, I want you to think about the third video in advance, so supplies for the third video. So because you're going to be working with paint and it's kind of messy when you're doing your fluid acrylic pour, I use disposable gloves. Now, acrylic paint is water-based and it will wash off with soap and water, but I like to use the gloves when I'm doing the background. So I suggest that. Some sort of rubber spatula. Again, I got this at the dollar store. Just to move some paint around. I also encourage you to use one of these oven liners, and we fold up the edges and it'll catch a lot of the paint that's going to come off the canvas when we move the paint around. Very inexpensive, also at the dollar store or any grocery store. And then squirt bottles. So these I buy online by the case. You can get them individually at the dollar store. You can get them smaller. It doesn't matter what you use, but it has to have the ability to put paint in and water and then mix it up. It's a 50-50 formula, 50% paint, 50% water. When the paint goes and the water go in, you've got to really be able to mix it. And then this is great because it has a little cap, and then you can squirt it out onto the canvas when we get to that point. So I just want you to think about that in preparation for video number 3, and we will be running that video next. And I am so excited to start working with you, and you're going to have a blast making your own fluid acrylic pour background. Thank you. Until next time.